Just ahead, TED Talk speaker John Rizvi has some advice on turning an invention into some cold, hard cash.
Well, we've all had an idea we thought was so original, so perfect, we should patent it. Few of us ever do, but the brave ones redefine our daily experiences with their incredible inventions. Best-selling author and the man known as the patent professor, John Rizvi, is here with some practical advice for budding inventors. Hi, John. How you doing?
Good. Good.
You brought some interesting inventions, and we'll get to those in a second, but you called this the golden age of invention. Why is that?
It absolutely is. When I became a patent attorney 20 years ago, nobody knew what a patent attorney was. I mean, a Shark Tank was a tank with fish in it at SeaWorld. So there was no Amazon store or eBay stores. The only way an inventor could really get their product out there was to have a large manufacturer license it.
Right.
Everything's changed.
Yeah.
They can go directly, they can create an online store for about $1,500.
Wow, it's incredible. It is really a different world for people with a bright idea. Does it have to be a big idea? Does it have to be a time machine? Does it have to be life-altering? Can it just be something small?
No. In fact, in my 20 years as a patent attorney, no one's ever come to me with a flux capacitor.
Right.
So, but I've had plenty of clients with small, simple, everyday ideas that have done incredibly well.
Yeah, you brought a few, and one of them goes to something that happened to you when you were a kid. Like, I have told people before, I believe I came up with the stopper idea that Starbucks has, you know, little green stoppers. I used to cut straws and jam them in there to plug the hole while I was driving, saying somebody should invent something. It should have been me, but it wasn't. You've heard these kinds of stories before.
Yeah, not a week goes by that I don't speak with an inventor at my office that comes in with books and notebooks and evidence of having come up with an idea first. And it's heartbreaking because I can't do anything for them. The U.S. is on a first-to-file basis. So if you don't file that application first, you're out of luck.
So really it is about speed and time and getting across the finish line first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is it the same everywhere? Is it the same in Canada when it comes to patent law? Do you have to be the first?
Yes. Yep.
So that's
worldwide,
a fundamental.
Like, speed is everything. In the U.S., prior to 2013, we were a first to invent, the laws were first to invent. So you did have a grace period. That's gone.
Yeah.
Now it's just first
if you don't file. Okay, so you brought a couple of things. I mean, the sleeve, why is the coffee cup sleeve
Well, I mean, it's a simple cardboard sleeve. It slides on and off of a cup. The inventor, Jay Sorensen, has invented and patented it. It has annual royalties paid to him of $10 million.
Really?
And has been for the past 20 years.
Really?
And it's a simple idea. It's not, it's not rocket science, as they say.
Just to keep your hand from burning. Ketchup, remember the old routine with the ketchup? Sometimes you take the top off and slip a knife in there to try and get the ketchup out. Now, you tip it upside down and that's where it stays, right? Because the squirt part is different.
Yeah, no more hitting the back to get the ketchup out. And it's reversing the label, so it's upside down.
Right.
And then a leak-proof top.
Did that make somebody a ton of money?
Paul Brown invented and patented it, sold the idea for $13 million.
Really?
So, I mean, like, these are
I
small.
love it. Of course, all the smart kids were doing the Rubik's Cube back in the day. And people thought, how are you really going to change that? It's such an original idea to begin with. You actually also had an idea for a different Rubik's Cube.
When I was 12, my dream and sole ambition was to create a round Rubik's Cube. And I had a sketchbook with page after page of drawings of that. And then one day, my mom took me to the mall, and I went to the shelf where they had Rubik's Cubes, and this is what I saw.
And there it was.
There it was. In my 12-year-old mind, it was my idea. And they even had a better name then. I was going to call it the round Rubik's Cube. I didn't know anything about trademark infringement at that time.
Self-explanatory, anyway.
But they called it the Impossible.
Right, of course they did.
Heartbreaking. It's felt like a kick in the gut.
Yeah.
That's how, in my office, when I have inventors come in, I can relate to that.
Yeah. You're a lawyer. Do all inventors need a lawyer at some point?
The patent laws, they're extremely complex. I would absolutely recommend a lawyer. It's the way the patent determines how broad your protection is. So if it's not done right, I mean, every single word and in the application could have huge ramifications.
Right. If it's not done right, you don't get your 10 million from this. And if it's not done right, you don't get your 13 million from
Correct.
this. That's a motive right there. And listen, I really appreciate it. I hope all the people who have great ideas out there don't do what I did and cut up straws and stuff them in the hole. Go out and make something and make your millions. Thanks, John. If you want some to get some practical advice on patenting your own invention, you can go to John's website. Of course, he's on all the social media platforms, but check out thepatentprofessor.com.